So there are two major categories for levels of holiness in sacrifices. You have the Kodesh Kodashim, the holiest of holy sacrifices, and those are eaten like the chatas and the ola, and those are eaten for, you have a period of time you can eat it, after which you have to burn it, and that's a day and a night. And then you have the kudshim kalim, the lower level of holiness of sacrifices, which includes the Todah, Ayal Nazir, the Shlamim, Bechor, Meiser, and Pesach. So those you have 2 days and a night to eat it, a day and then a night and then a day. And there is a glaring exception though, and that is the Todah and Ayal Nazir have the same eating time frame as the Kodesh Kodashim, the holiest of holies. They also are only allowed to be eaten a day and a night. Why are they different? The Korban Pesach is not like that, even though it also has a unique time frame that it can only be eaten until midnight. But it also does not get that same time frame as the holiest of sacrifices, the Kodesh Kodashim. And the Rama Mifano in Meah Kesita, Siman Mem Ches, he explains that the Todah, the Thanksgiving offering, has the unique time frame as the holiest sacrifices because it's Eina B'Tela Lasi Lavo, it says in Vayikra Rabbah. It's this unique sacrifice that will remain even when Mashiach comes. That idea of Thanksgiving, even if there's, so to speak, no sin, you're still going to have the idea of Thanksgiving for the Geula. And that is something that will never go away, and therefore, even though it's one of the lower level of sacrifices, it has a quality that's like the holiest ones. The Ayal Nazir, he brings two reasons why it has a different the time frame like the holiest ones, and he says that it comes behadi chatas ve'ola. It comes together with a chatas and an ola. It has a double measure of sacrifice here, which gives it that extra quality, as well as it comes biyom los litigalach hasatara. It comes at a unique time when the Nazir becomes pure. That's when you bring the sacrifice. So because it has a extra idea of tahara, of purity to it, that's why it gets this time frame as well. Now, the time frame of 2 days and a night actually is unique. He says like this, that the day corresponds with chesed, that's kindness, and the night corresponds with gevura, that's strictness, and the second day corresponds with rachamim, with mercy, and the kachim kalim, the lower level sacrifices, have this extra day which corresponds with mercy, unlike the holiest sacrifices, because the major lower level sacrifice is the shlamim. That's what's most of the lower level sacrifices are korban shlamim, and they are masim shalom. It's lirachok, the shalom b'kiflaim, a double measure of peace, lirachol karev, to the far and to the near. It brings a double measure of peace because everybody gets a portion. The Kohen, the Yisrael, and the Mizbeach all get a portion of the sacrifice. It's peace to the one who's going far and the one who's near. It's a double measure of peace. And therefore, because it has this combination of peace for both, it's a concept of mercy. And that's why it gets that extra day. So it's not a detriment necessarily.